Поехали. So, let's begin our meeting. Today, we are here together, so cozy, small audience, but with love and with good mood. So, here 5 and Miles 6. So 6 persons today. Hi. Miles, all of them say hi to you. So, no newcomers here, so I can miss this part about huge community of Toastmasters. That part of it we are. So please mute your phone and what else I want to say? I think we can go to the Toastmaster of the evening. This is our beautiful girl, Samira. So Samira, welcome to the stage.
Dear fellow Toastmasters, my name is Samira, and today I'm happy to be a Toastmaster of the day. And our topic for tonight is very important, and I guess it has become very familiar and close to most of you, if not everyone. And I would like to ask you to raise your hands if you feel that your life has considerably changed over the last few weeks. And now, I would like to ask to stand up those who feel a lot of uncertainty during the last few weeks.
Uncertain?
Yes. If you feel uncertainty, you should stand up.
Okay, I'm feeling uncertainty for not for 2 weeks, for 2 months already.
Okay. But what is the point? We live in such an uncertain world, which is constantly changing. Should we try to improve our circumstances when we are not sure it will lead anywhere? Should we even bother to try to improve our life or career? Should we try anything in this crazy, uncertain, unpredictable, and very difficult environment? When we try to find answers to those questions, we hold onto the illusion of control. But what if we embrace the chaos instead? What if we left ourselves open to the changing, unfolding moment and the possibilities we could never plan for? When we accept the fluidity of our lives, we learn to take advantage of that fluidity, the flow. We are open to changing moments. We see things with open eyes, and we don't make the world fit to our plans and goals. And I would like to ask Alina to share the screen with the audience. I prepared a quote, which I like very much. The only way to make sense out of change is to plunge into it, move with it, and join the dance. So if someone has any thoughts on this quote, you're welcome to share. We're happy to hear you. Can you support? Yes. It can story, provide 2 sentences.
Because I guess there's nothing else we can do that. It's just not really reasonable to stand against the changes that they're being old. So you should adapt and enjoy the changes.
Thank you. Anyone else?
Maybe Miles? Ask him.
Miles, do you want to comment on this point?
Can't hear you because you're not standing in front of the mic.
Miles, do you hear?
I can't, it trailed off. I couldn't hear you very well. Were you asking me to say something?
Yes. Do you see the quote on presentation?
Yes, I see the quote. Excellent quote.
Do you have any thoughts? Can you share with us?
Well, immediately join the dance. That strikes me because I learned from a Jewish rabbi that they have a vision in their faith of one day all of us, all of humanity, and maybe that includes even all the animals, will all join in a dance of celebration. So we can look forward to that unity. Even though times are very stressful now, we can plunge into this change, move with it, and look forward that we'll get through it to the dance. Thank you.
Thank you, Miles. Let's proceed with the introduction of our functionary speakers with the minor roles, and they will help me to run our session. And our first speaker would be Daniel. Our first speaker would be Daniel Kozlakov. It's our timer. Welcome to the stage.
How much do you have time for that? Unexpected change in my life. I guess, of course, we're not taking into account the February events, yeah. So it's going to change everybody's life, I guess. So it was in December last year. So on the project I worked hard for more than 3 months, just collapsed for some reasons, and I had to start over again. So it was kind of an unexpected change, which affected me quite a lot, actually. Okay, so it's a timer time. I'm your timekeeper for today. Maybe today my role is not that important as usual, because as I understand, we have a lot of time, but still we need to kind of learn how to manage to say all we want within the limited time frame. And I will try to help you to keep track of the time with this kind of device. So as you know, all these speeches, they have the time minimum and the time maximum. So after you surpass the time minimum, I will show you the green light. Yeah. So please pay attention to me. 30 seconds before the end of the limited time, I will show the green. And when it's over, I will show you the red. So it means that you better write up. Because on the competition, you usually have 30 seconds after the time limit is over. I will write down all the times in the formula and put the picture of it on the WhatsApp chat so that you can improve yourself if needed. By the way, Miles, can you hear me? Is it okay? Talk like this. Was it okay? Could you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, I think I heard everything.
Okay, perfect. So
Thank you.
it.
Let's continue with our functionaries, and our next speaker is Alina Tsigankova, our accountant. Welcome to the stage. What was the most positive change in your life so far?
Oh, the most positive change was, as I thought before, was the bad change what I have in my life, ever have in my life. But at the end, I understood that this is the best one, and I feel now better than it was 1 year before. So maybe, you know, I want to say that 1 year ago, when I lost my hair, I was shocked, but now I feel good, better than it was before. So it was the biggest change in my life. And I have never imagined before I can have these changes. It was unexpected. It was very surprised, but it was really changeable for my soul inside. Yeah.
Thank you.
And my role for today is accountant, and I have this tally sheet. Yeah, I'm sorry for pronunciation. And I will check all your speeches and will count how many times you say something like so, well, and other. And at the end of this meeting, I will share with you my report, and I will announce winners of today who will say who will be the most non-easy speech for today. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Alina. And I think we can proceed to our one of the most important and anxious parts, prepared speeches. And for tonight, we have one prepared speech. And I'm happy to invite our next speaker, Marina Prudnikova, with her project from level 3, Effective Coaching. And the topic of her speech, Ashan Project Manager Job Interview. Welcome to the stage.
Huh?
Okay.
Do we need to sit?
Yes,
Well,
I
yeah, okay, thank you. So my project is not usual, and it is a job interview, and I have asked Anna to help me and to be my interviewer. The story is as follows. I am the candidate for a position in Ashan, for the project manager job in International Trade Department. So we are now in the middle of the interview. I have already told to the head of the International Trade Department, Anna Rubinina, that I am an experienced manager and leader of international trade departments. I have a huge experience in importing of goods of different kinds, and I had several direct reports or subordinates, so I can lead a team. And I can do everything starting from logistics to customs clearance, contract signing, and so on and so forth. So,
what experience already, and now there are more questions to find about your personality. What are your greatest professional strengths and achievements?
in fact, I suppose that my greatest strength is that I am very insistent. When something is needed for my job, I will get it 95% of time. What is more, I'm always eager to learn something new. So when something comes to the team or to the company, I try to study it myself and then get to my subordinates, for example. What is more, I'm very organized and structured. So what you would like to see in my work, everything will be systematized and it will be in order.
Okay, and how do you achieve this 95% of goals?
Well, usually I try to perceive the people and to get to know what they like or how they perceive myself, for example. And doing this, I'm trying to open their secret, I don't know how to say, secret doors, how to persuade them to do what I need. Usually I use different arguments and it works.
So you know how to motivate people. That's
Yes.
great. What do you consider to be your greatest weakness?
To tell you the truth, my greatest weakness is being late in the mornings. But at the moment, I have started to try to be a part of one program which helps to overcome this difficulty, to be more effective and to be always on time. And I see it as my point of improvement at the moment. And hopefully in a month, I will never do it again in my life.
Okay. And let's imagine a situation. What would be your excuse if you're late for the meeting because you overslept?
I will be frank and tell that I have overslept. But when I wake up and discover that I am already late for the meeting, I will definitely send a message to my manager or to some of my colleagues to warn them that I will be late. And well, I will not lie anyway.
Okay, that's good because you know one of the principles of our company is trust.
I'm glad that it is so.
How do you deal with stressful situations? What is stressful situation?
Right. Well, usually, of course, as a regular person, sometimes at the very first moment, I can get stumbled. But afterwards, as I have done a lot of courses on mindfulness, I get cold-hearted, analyze the situation, evaluate what is the best solution might be, and just do it. By the way, what I think is that the usual job of every person is always stressful. So we should not relate to stress as stress. It is just the situation which should be overcome.
Let's imagine a situation. We have time today.
Okay.
Okay. You give a present of yogurts to our clients, to a company of clients, and they got sick when they tasted these products. That's quite a stressful situation. What would you do?
First of all, I would send some, if possible, if the company's policy allows me to send some material, for example, or financial help to these people, I will do it. Or as far as I know, you have some some medical insurance for your workers. If it could be spread to the customers, I would suggest them to use some therapist, for example, for this situation. Then I will contact the producer of these yogurts and claim them for this rotten goods. Will give this party of the goods, this batch of the goods to some laboratory to check what was wrong. And afterwards, this will all the expenses of the company will be claimed to the producer. And of course, something good will be done to the customers.
Okay.
Some other non-food presents.
Okay. What do you look for in a job, in this position?
Well, actually, I like when there is a lot of job to do. It motivates me because do not let me to get some time for Instagram, for example. When you have a lot of job to do, you're always motivated. What is more, I have a huge expertise in international trade, and I have done imports of many goods starting from bananas and coffees up to airplanes. So I suppose that my expertise will be beneficial for the company, and I would be able to share with you my strengths and help your company to be more successful. We were shown the red card, but
We have time.
I suppose that now we will just.
Interesting candidate, so we can spend as much time as we need. Okay, can you tell me about challenge or conflict you have faced at work and how you dealt with it?
Well, once there was such a situation when I had sent a huge sum of money to some Mexican scammers. Somehow they got into my email, changed the email.
Was it your personal or your
No, not
business
of course. It was the business account, but anyway, $8,500 is a huge sum for any business, no matter whether it is a big one or small. So they somehow interacted into my email, and I thought that I was communicating with the producer of the instant noodles. And when they asked me to change the bank account and so on and so forth, I did it quickly and sent money. But then in a couple of weeks, I found out that something was wrong and the producer was not answering me. And so I came to my manager, told what has happened. Then I searched and just checked my whole email, just dated all the main parts, what had happened, contacted our bank, contacted police, and did every effort what could be done to solve this problem. And well, lucky I was, in 2 months, the Bank of Mexico has sent us the money back. Yes, due to my effort.
That's great. Wow. What can you do for us that someone else cannot?
Well, to tell you the truth, I can't tell you that I am better in any way than any candidate, because each person is unique. But what I can assure you is that I have never stopped studying something, and I had never stopped being eager to be the best version of myself. So before I have been a part of different professional seminars. Recently, I have studied a lot of things about mindfulness. And now I suppose that it is a high time to unite them both and to bring more benefits to the company where I will be working in. And so I can assure you that I will give this attitude to my work and to your company. Mindfulness. It is a thing when you are, for example, cold-hearted in a conflict. You are not getting too much nervous or hysterical or emotional. You just sit and think what is good and what is bad. What are the advantages and disadvantages, and what could be done to get the most profit of the conflict.
Okay, so you can keep your head cool.
Cool, right. Or for example, when you have a conflict with a person, recently I had I had conflicts with one of my colleagues because this person tried to somehow disturb my work. But then I understood that it is just her way of communicating. I accepted it. At now we don't have any conflicts because I have accepted the way she communicates.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years? we haven't skipped this question.
Well, due to the current situation in the world, it is, of course, very hard to tell where do I see myself in 5 years. But anyway, I hope to be a very experienced person in the field I'm working, and well, to be an expert of of this environment and be able to help motivate, guide people. And maybe I am the leader of some project which I adore, which just lights me and gives me motivation for further development.
Okay, and the last question. So the principles of Ashan, all of you, are trust, sharing, and progress. How do you understand the last concept of progress in our company?
Well, I suppose that you are never standing on one place. If the world is developing, your company is developing together with the world. You will never choose the same strategy for the new situation that you have used, but you will search the market, for example, you will search the environment and choose the best solution for the new circumstances. That's it.
Okay, thank you very much, Marina.
Thank you, Anna.
I wish you success.
Thank you.
See you at our third
Interview.
interview. Yes.
Thank you, Anna.
Thank you, Anna. It was a very unusual speech. I'm a member of Toastmasters less than 1 year, but I really didn't expect that such kind of speeches exist at Toastmasters. And I can say regarding myself that I had only one industry interview in my life, and this interview was successful. And ironically, I conduct interviews by myself as well. And since December 2020, I conducted about 40 interviews with our company and place. I don't know whether it is a big number or not, but it is also very difficult not only to be interviewed, but also to ask right questions and select right candidates. So thank you very much. So I think we can have a 10-minute break now, and then we will proceed to our improvised speeches. Thank you. Okay, guys, are you ready? Our next part of the meeting is a table topic session where you can practice your impromptu speech skills. And our table topic master is Anna Rubinina.
No.
Miles Fleck. Sorry.
Thank you, Toastmaster Samira. Well, great to be here with you all for table topics. And the topic, or rather the theme, is life changes table topics. So to that end, life changes, indeed it does. This is a picture of me as a boy back in the mid 1960s. And then my trip to Moscow was in 1976. And this is me standing on the stairs of the hotel. Actually, that was the Hotel Ukraine. So I'm going to call upon probably each of you, because we have lots of time. And what Table Topics is all about is for you to give a 2-minute speech. And I want you to try to go the full 2 minutes, and our timer will be tracking that, and then wrap it up. And first of all, let's call upon the first contestant. And why not, let's have Alina give this a whirl.
Hi, everyone. I'm ready for a question. Miles.
Okay, well, so my first trip to Moscow was in 1976. I'm not sure if any of you were born in 1976. So what I'd like you to do is, for my next trip, I'm going to pledge to take you to lunch if you take me to one of the sites of Moscow. So I have behind me some pictures, and I'd just like you to think about, well, which destination are you going to take me to? Now, I'm hoping that you can see these pictures. If I get out of the way. Here's the Science Center. There's I don't recognize that. There's the,
This is Dose Center. Dose Center.
Puppet house.
Puppet house?
Puppet house.
Puppet house. Okay, puppet house. Have you ever been all these places? No?
actually, I have seen, I do believe I was at most of these locations when I was there in 1976. So where are you going to take me, and where are we going to go for lunch? Now, to make it a healthy experience, because life changes, I want to keep my health as long as I can. I need some exercise. So what is the mode of transportation, a creative mode of transportation that you're going to use to get us to one of these destinations? And where are you going to take me for lunch? So would you pick one, please?
Okay, may I suggest another place? You doesn't have it on your dashboard. So
Go right ahead.
Yeah, I
Yes.
would like to invite you to lunch with me. I very like this place. It is Academy наук России. So the Russian Academy of Science, and on the top of this high building, there are beautiful restaurants with beautiful view. You can see many of these places from that place, and you can see the Moscow State University, Luzhniki, and as I remember, you even can see TV Tower, Ostankino. So it's very, very beautiful place, and the food there is the food really different. Yes, all delicious, but really different. If you would like, for example, meat or fish or vegetables, you can have it with on big plates and with beautiful small flowers and others. So it's very good place. I love it, and I would like to ask you to go with me there for a good experience.
Thank you very much. Wonderful, wonderful. I'm looking forward to that for sure. Okay, let's have Olga Latinova. Would you please come on up? Hi, Olga. So once again, basically, I'm going to make it easy for you. Where are you going to take me for lunch? How are we going to get there? And why are you picking that location? Over to you, Olga.
So thank you for calling me, because I felt like really I didn't have patience to wait until you call me, because I know for sure where you should go with me. And this is the Moscow State University. And so not, yeah, this one, exactly. But so I would say that this is the place which my heart is very close to. So I can really walk you around and tell you a lot of legends about this building, the history, how it was built. I'm sure that you don't know that this building, if you go to the bottom, to the earth, to the soil, it's even higher than what you see above the surface. And also, maybe you haven't heard that the stone of which it has been built, this provides some radiation. So, for example, the ladies are not, so it's not recommended for the ladies to sit on the stones of the building. And also, you can see a beautiful garden around this building, and I think it will take us half a day to walk it around because it's a huge building, a massive building. You can feel the glory of Soviet Union when you walk around this building for sure. But of course, you ask for a lunch, and you might really get hungry when you after this walk. So I will definitely take you to the canteen of this building, and you can taste the delicious food which our students of the Moscow State University taste. The beautiful borscht, a delicious borscht, пирожки, пельмени, dumplings. Maybe you try them sometimes when you visit the Soviet Union. So I'm sure that you will feel as if you are in a time machine. You are traveling back to the Soviet times, and I'm sure you will enjoy this experience. I invite you.
Thank you, Olga. Wow, that's fascinating. Now, indeed, I do look forward to that because I only saw the university building from a distance. So that's fascinating. Wow, I think you could do a really interesting speech for us someday about all that you know with respect to that wonderful tower. Okay, thank you for that. Let's have Anna up next. Same thing. Where are you taking me? Where are we going for lunch? And how are we going to get there? Some of the questions I have for you.
Okay, the place for lunch in Moscow, right?
That's right.
Okay, I would invite you to a place where my sister lives. She lives in an apartment close to Baumanskaya metro station. So I will invite you to a family and to their kitchen. The kitchen is 6 square meters. Could you imagine it? 6 square meters. But it can fit up to 20 people. Oh. Yes, at some parties there are even more people fit in this kitchen. And why is this place so cool, I would say? So the owners, my sister and her husband, he's an artist. And she's a wife of an artist. And their home is always full of some people from the artistic, how to say, Bahia. So artists and filmmakers and writers. So it's, there is no such word in English, but we call it intelligentная семья. So at this kitchen, so there are always a lot of people, and they talk about different kind of stuff about the world, about culture and philosophy and all kinds of topics. So it's very great. And I think she'll cook some spaghetti, a plain food, but very delicious. But you will definitely drink a lot of wine, that's for sure. So I will invite you to this place to enjoy communication with people. Thank you.
Thank you, Anna. Wow, sounds like a wonderful ambiance, and I look forward to that homemade cooking. Sounds really delicious. So one of the things I do know about Moscow, which is really staggering, is that it is the biggest city in Europe. And I've just read that it has probably more green space than any other city. So that's really fascinating. And probably, no doubt, a great city to walk and bicycle through. So I'm looking forward to these visits that you're proposing for me. So let's get Daniel up. Where are we going for lunch, Daniel? Where might you take me? How might we get there?
Hi, Miles.
Hello.
Yeah, actually, my favorite sport was taken. This is the Moscow State University. I was thinking about the speech, and actually, this is also a big platform on top of the university. This historical museum, and you can actually go there. And yeah, and the view is fantastic, maybe even better than from the restaurant from Academy of Science. I definitely cannot invite you to the Russia hotel because now it's demolished completely, so it's not there. Yeah, yeah. But I guess if you go below, so it's the Ukraine, yeah, hotel. Yeah, this one. Yeah, so maybe I can take a chance if you're in Moscow to invite you to the cruise on the Moscow. So there are a lot of ships, big, small, and yeah, I really like this actually. And they're kind of two types. So one type is kind of fancy. So maybe it's better to go there. Oh, there's a timer. Somebody's taking my job, by the way, when I'm here. Maybe it's better to go with Alina because one type of ship is very fancy, like she likes for those restaurants. And the other type is Soviet style, like the one on the picture. And this is more like cozy. And so the people usually bring drinks with them. And on the way there, actually they drink. On the way back, they actually dance and sing. So it's like a party on the ship. So during the nights in the summer, it's kind of it's I think it's very funny, a lot of fun. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thank you, Daniel. Wow. You know what we'll have to do is we'll have to all go together as a group and really make a party out of each of these destinations. Well, let's see. Is there someone I've missed? Who's still out there? Samira, where are you going to take us?
Choose another destination. Moscow. Not Moscow. I mean, not the one mentioned. Yes. If you come to Moscow, I would invite you to work with me from Sovietskaya station to station Площадь Революции. Why I chose this role? Because my job is located on the Sovietskaya station, and usually after work I like to work from this metro station to the Red Square. I think it takes about 20-15 minutes, but it's really beautiful road because go through central streets and you can see a lot of nice architecture, a lot of churches, shops, and then you reach the heart of Moscow Red Square, and I really like working using this road, so I would invite you there. That's all.
Sounds terrific. And that's one of the things I remember distinctly is your metro station is amazing. Each station, as I recall, is like a museum in itself. So I think I have time for one more, and I'm just wondering, let's have Marina. Can we have Marina for one more?
Yes. guest, his name is Yuri.
And Marina.
And Marina. We have Yuri and Marina.
Okay, whoever would like to do one more, and then I think we'll probably,
Be the first and then one more person.
excellent.
Thank you, Miles. Actually, I'm a newcomer to Moscow. I have been here only for 1.5 years, but I have found my favorite place, especially during the summertime. It is Gorky Park. Maybe you know it. I don't know if it is on your pictures, but I can tell you why I love it. There are small, such wooden buildings with food, and they have their little donuts. They are very tasty. Usually I go there from my gym to buy those donuts. And if I'm not from the gym, but well, just having a walk, there is nearby one more such a small shop providing you with perfect glint wine. So, Miles, I will take you for a walk along the Moskva River. Then we will go to Gorky Park and finish sitting on the grass with those little donuts with some almond leaves and some glint wine. We will sit and talk, and maybe once we would see a group of people going in their earphones and dancing. Do you know such an entertainment here in Moscow, guys? Just raise your hand if you know it. People are hearing some music in their earphones. They have a leader who tells them what to do, and they are doing like this, and all of the people in the park are staring at them like on the crazy ones because they can't hear the music. It is a real fun, especially after a glass of this hot wine. So, Miles, welcome. Welcome.
Thank you very much. I'm looking forward to that. And the wine and donuts, that's quite the combination. Okay,
Hello, everybody.
hello.
For those who doesn't know me, I'm Yuri. Okay. As far as I understand, the mainstream of our today's table topic, we are talking about restaurants. Restaurants and leisure. Well, can you hear me well? Can
Yes, I
everyone?
can.
Okay. So.
You don't need to.
No, just
Okay. Once you arrive in Moscow, I invite all Toastbusters club together to swim across the Moskva River in luxury steamship palace, river palace. It's a luxury steamship. It's especially excellent on the upper deck, on the open upper deck, especially when the weather is fine, sunny, warm, cloudless weather. After we have a trip across the river, I invite all Toastbusters Club to the highest restaurant in Europe so far. It's called Ruski. It's 350 meters high above the level of Moscow city. And we will celebrate your arrival in Moscow. Looking forward to meeting you here. Welcome to Russia.
Thank you, Yuri. That sounds really exciting. I'll have to definitely take a whole month to visit Moscow. There sounds like there's so much to do and see. And hey, maybe here's an idea. Maybe you take Toastbusters on location to some of these places and have a Toastmasters meeting over at these locations. So that's really fascinating. Thanks, everybody. You did a great job. And I'm now going to turn it over to our Toastmaster of the day, Samira, and there will be information on how to vote for the best table topics presenter. Over to you, Samira.
Okay, you have your voice on the agenda and you can vote for the best.
And you know, I'd like to add, don't vote for yourself, okay? Because there are few people, you have already? Because if there are few people and if everyone will will vote for themselves, we won't have.
In our chat group, I send the link so you can use. Keep it more comfortable.
Yeah, I present. So our last part for today's meeting is evaluation. And I would like to invite our general evaluator for today's meeting, Anna Rubinina.
Again, yes, feedback. The more I pronounce this word, the less I like it, you know. But still, I hope you will benefit from my feedback. And I will start first with Samira. She got this job only yesterday evening and she prepared well. She had a story. She asked questions. She even made the presentation, right? Perfect. And that's your first, you know, that's was Samira's first role as a Toastmaster, and you did a great job. Next time, probably try not to read, try to speak. I know it's difficult, so you might be afraid of forgetting, but still, I think it's better to say less, but it would be better than reading some text probably. Okay. So great, молодец. Yes, beautiful. You smiled. Yes, I noticed that you smiled. And overall, led us through this day. Thank you. Then I think we'll proceed with the evaluation of one speech of the day. Oh, I know. We'll evaluate Marina's speech that was an interview with a great manager of some.
So I think that I can say congratulations to Marina, because most probably you got into the shortlist of Anna. So probably you'll be selected as and take this role. So let me just give first the overall impression. You made a very good impression, and I believe if it was a real interview, you would make a real good impression, because you demonstrated confidence, you demonstrated skills, and you were very sincere. So the dialogue was very, very nicely built. So what I specifically liked, and I think that the real interviewer would note it, is that you demonstrated your eagerness and ability to improve. So you provided several examples how you improve, that there are certain weaknesses in your personal or probably professional life, but you're willing to change them and to improve. That's what one thing. Another thing, you were very concise when you provided answers. So you were straight to the point. There was the question and the answer, which covered, and you did it in a quite short time. That was really good. I also liked that you demonstrated creativity. I'm not sure that this is needed for this specific role, but overall, I think creativity gives a good impression that you are not stuck in certain situations and you have a solution to different difficult situations. Coming to what can be improved. I haven't found a lot of things. Maybe just few minor things which are more in the body language and the impression you provided. So for few questions, you put your eyes down when you answer them. So it might be treated by someone as you are, not sure or something like that. Maybe try to avoid it. Look directly to the eyes of the interviewer. Also, the number of programs you mentioned, there were a few of them. First, I think it was time management. The second one was about mindfulness, something like that, right? In a job interview, I would be careful with mentioning this too many programs that you are working at, because some people can treat it like she spends a lot of time on this kind of things. Maybe better to focus on work. And then there was one phrase which I don't exactly remember the question, but you said, I hope, what you will be in 5 years. So how do you see yourself in 5 years? You said, I hope to be experienced person. It doesn't sound very nice. So maybe think before you tell this, maybe because it was in English. And so overall, to summarize, I need to say that what is in a successful interview? Successful interview where you demonstrate your skills, you did that, where you provide a good impression. And third thing, you give an insight to the interviewer that you are the person he wants to have in his team. So I think you excelled in it, but there are some things to improve, and I've told about it. Thank you very much.
Yes, some feedback to Olga. I think your evaluation was very, very good. You had the beginning, you talked about strengths and some weaknesses, and then you had the conclusion. So the structure was perfect, and your statements were all supported with examples, and also the suggestions were also supported with advice, how to check, how to improve. You did well. And I think for Marina, so that the evaluation of all the process of this project was very useful. May I tell one more thing for Marina? The problem, during the whole interview, there was one moment that, and I don't know, that might be subjective, but the thing that you said about Instagram, somehow, so I was maybe nervous. No, not nervous, but so just, I would suggest not to mention it at all. Mm-hmm. So it's not relevant for the job interview. Okay? You were too sincere. You were too sincere. Thank you. Okay, now reports of our experts. The first one is Alina Tsigankova. The report to the account.
Yes, I have a small report, and I would like to ask you to pay attention for a few words. All of you have just one or two of them. For example, Samira, pay attention for using and many times, not many, 4 or 5 times. So just pay attention on this word. Daniel was excellent. Marina, your speech was bigger one. So you had 8 or here, how to say it, how to repeat it. And sometimes you said so 2 times and 5 times, but most of all the time, I saw you tried to keep silent when you want to say or something like that. It was good job. Miles, happy to see to hear your clear speech. Great. Anna, work on so many times. Olga, so Elsa 4 times. And me, I use a lot of I didn't count it, but I know it. So thank you very much. You?
There are few of us today, so everyone got their work to work at, right? And Alina even didn't skip herself. Okay, thank you, Alina. Okay, before going to the timer reports, I would also praise Miles for his creative, nostalgic, and very useful for everyone session of table topics. Everyone could remember their favorite places in Moscow and share them. And Mars, it's always great to see how you decorate your clipboard. So you are always creative. You do every time something interesting. So we are very glad to have you in our club. And so we wait for the day when we can see each other in person and walk in Moscow or somewhere in Canada. So let's wait for the day and we'll meet each other. Okay, so it's the last report of the timer. Daniil, the stage is yours.
Also, actually, Anna. Anna's told me a couple of times to raise your cards, forget about them, I had a lot of time. I wrote down everything still. And I can say that in general, we started okay, so like 3 minutes late. And yeah, we had a kind of very extravagant, I would say, case when the prepared speech lasted for, can you guess how long?
10 minutes.
No.
20.
No, less actually. 30 minute 22 seconds.
13.
Yes, so it's like 2 times more than the maximum limit allocated.
It's
But-
not the fault
but-
of the speaker, it was the fault of I made up some questions.
Yeah, but it's nobody worries about it. It was a brilliant speech. I'm just for the records, so it's my job, so to mention about it. So the break was perfect, despite actually we had not many speakers. Everything was on time. The break was on time, 10 minutes. And the table topics was 21 minutes, so perfect. The Miles actually asked that everybody try to keep to the 2 minutes. So everybody actually tried. And it was 150, 2 minutes. Alina was maybe the shorter speech, 130, with Samira 120, but the rest was like 2 minutes. And the personal evaluator, Olga, 3 minutes, 35 seconds. So it's like half a minute more than the supposed time. So well done.
No, thank you, Daniel. I really appreciate your sense of responsibility. So you tried to be very careful or very accurate with time and told us. And sorry for interrupting your job. Okay, some words about the meeting in general. Okay, as the organizer of the event, I say said to myself, that's very bad to get ready for the meeting the day before the meeting. I'm talking to myself. I didn't ask me to help her. I didn't. So that's why there are few people, and there are some roles that are not taken. So in future will be more responsible. Yes, me and together and everyone. Okay, we started on time. Alina is perfect with organizing all this equipment. Right? Right. The cakes are tasty. I think I can leave the stage to Alina back. Right?
But we have extra quiz for today.
Do we?
Marina would like, yeah?
Oh.
I'm supposed to ask some questions.
Okay. Yes, yes.
Oh, okay.
A quiz from Marina.
Great. What are my two greatest strengths? Professional strengths.
You are eager to learn.
Uh,
But I'm not, I think
Perseverance.
Inspiration.
Insistence.
Yes.
I want
Insistence.
to take part. I want to take part because I will listen.
Just you're saying like this, like all the others were not. What is my greatest weakness? What is my greatest weakness?
Late.
Being late.
Late in the mornings. What do I look for in a job?
To progress.
Was much simpler.
Change place.
Experience, new experience.
To get more money.
A lot of job to do. To be motivated by it. Not to have time for Instagram. Okay. What was my one of the difficult situations at my work?
You lost the company's money due to the
You sent 8,050, 8,500 to Mexico to
Yes,
someone.
right. So all of that. And what is my advantage?
Keep starting.
Yes. And well, I think that because all the other questions are too specific. Not specific.
No,
Broad. Oh, great.
So our meeting comes close to the end, and what I want to say, our next meeting will be in 2 weeks, and I would like to ask you all to come and take roles. So we have two speeches already, and we have one free slot for another one. So, and we have a lot of roles, so take it. Yes, and the best table topics for today is she is beautiful girl, and she's Marina. Ah, selfie.
Yes, sure.
Wow.
Oh, emails.
Yeah, thank you very much. Don't forget to donate a few rubles. You can use phone number on our agenda. And after this cozy, small meeting, but so beautiful and we have our area director here, and she would like to say a few words about conference. It will be so soon. Please, Anna, tell us a few words.
Okay, so you have already came across the message in our chat, but still, on the 14th and 15th of May, we're going to have a big spring conference. The first day is offline in Moscow. We are meeting at some, I don't know exactly where, but still, there is a full day of the conference. There will be 2 contests that people have already been chosen for it. Contest of international speeches and evaluation contest. And there will be some workshops from people, I don't know exactly the program, workshops on public speaking and networking. So follow the news. And on the second day is online, and everyone can participate in 2 contests. The first one is tall tales in English. What is a tall tale? Nobody knows, you know. It's a speech, 3 to 5 minutes. It's a tall tale. It's a kind of a humorous and at the same time a story about something, an exaggerated event like this. It's a kind of a humorous story. So who are ready? Who would like to take part?
Everyone, Miles,
I think he has a story. He definitely has a story. A lot of stories. So,
Is it a prepared speech?
yes, it's a prepared speech. 3 to 5 minutes, so it's quite short. Something interesting, something funny.
Exaggerated story.
In Russian, we translated like байки. Байки. And the second contest is improvisation, table tennis in Russian. So you can register, sign up for both of them online. So what do you say?
So on 15th?
Huh?
On 15th?
14th and 15th.
So with this part of my part.
Yes, 15th.
It's Sunday.
Sunday.
The time.
Should we say it now?
No. The participation of the contest is up to the 5th of May, but you should definitely come to the conference offline. I'm talking about Danny. Huh?
Why me? What specifically?
Because everyone is coming, besides Samiras and Dalina, they're not in Moscow, but those who are in Moscow should come, right? But Marina. Okay, that's all my announcement.
And so to sign up, to write to you, or there is a
Website.
website? Yes.
Right.
Thank you very much, Anna. We all would like to go to this event because it's the most important event in our spring life with Toastmasters in Russia. So let's do it. And I want to say thank you for all of you, for your eyes, for Miles, all of you. You can come to see each other, you do it, and we are here tonight. It was a very warm meeting. Thanks to you all. So let's make a photo and thank you to this event. And I want to say to close this event. Thank you, Miles.
Thank you. And I'll pledge, I'll do the tall tales. I'll sign up for tall tales.
We want to make, okay, ask to Anna, and we want to make together photo with you. So I ask somebody.
Да, вот это правильно.
Спокойно, серьезно, поза, и потом веселая. А теперь все ура!